He's bending a nail.
Just about that. Finish it off and get it even.
That's so cool.
There we are. 12 inch by 3/8 timber spike fence path. You guys want to see it afterwards, come up to the table and check it out. Everything's for sale, but you don't have to buy anything. Just look at it. See what you think.
Bend it back.
Now that first part, the after the show.
Go sit down. Y'all feel like side.
But it's cool, I can't wait. All right, the next thing I'm going to give you guys, this is a newer feat for me. Anybody here ever tried to lever a sledgehammer down their nose and back up? Some of the guys? Somebody's done it, haven't they?
It's a Rip phone book.
Okay. Well, we're going to do a modification of that. This is a double-double as far as sledge levering goes. I'm going to start out with both the sledgehammers down on the ground. We're going to lever them from flat on the ground to straight up. I'm going to stand up and then bring them both down to my nose and back up. Again, after the show, if guys or girls want to come up and try this out, you're more than welcome to. It's kind of fun to see how heavy an 8-pound sledgehammer gets when you try to bring it up off the ground. I'm going to put a little chalk on my hands because I'm starting to sweat, and I don't want to smash myself in the face with 2 sledgehammers. All right. So here we go. 2 sledges, like I said, straight down on the ground. We're up now. I always try to point so I'm not staring directly into the sun. There's on the nose. And back up again. Thank you, guys. All right. Next thing, we're going to tear some more stuff. This time we're going to do a deck of cards.
Oh, that's easy. I can tear that.
Not too tough. Like I said, I can teach most of the people, at least the adults in the crowd, and some of the kids to tear a phone book. There's an easy way and a hard way to do it. Deck of cards, there's no easy way. So we've got a standard deck of cards. You saw me taking the plastic off. The jokers are on. What I'm going to do with this, there's 3 ways to tear decks of cards. You can go crossways, which is the easiest of the 3 ways. You can go long ways, much more difficult because you've got less to grab onto and you can't switch the grip and shear it. You have to rough tear it all the way across. And then the 3rd way is tearing corners off the deck or tearing them into multiple pieces like 6 or 8s. We'll see what happens when I get done with the quarters. See what I feel like. All right, what I'm going to give you guys is long ways. So the second level of tearing, a long ways tear of a deck of cards.
You want another cheese pizza? Are you gonna eat it? Okay.
All right. Here's a deck of cards torn long ways, guys. Thank you very much. Anybody want this?
Yep.
Your hand was up fast, bud. Did you get a phone book already? Oh, here you go. Wait. We'll see. Since that went down pretty easy.
Here, Jade, can I see
I was actually on vacation last week, so I didn't train at all. Well, 2 weeks ago, and then last week I had to work every day since I got back. So I worked out in a couple weeks, so everything I do today is going to be a little tougher. So I'm going to see if I can tear this half into thirds and give you 6th overall. All right, that's a little bitty piece. That'll make the other pieces way easier. There you go. All right, so we'll go into thirds here and see what we can get. That'll be a 6th of the deck. All right, so that's a deck into 6th. Come on up, buddy. Thank you, everybody. Anybody, you young lady, American flag face and shirt. Face and shirt. Now, if you guys get this stuff, we'll bring it up afterwards. I'll autograph it for you, okay? So bring it up afterwards to see me. Next thing up, this is another fun one. We've got a standard 40 common nail right here. Standard construction nail. Use them all the time, buy them at Farm and Fleet or wherever. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to drive this nail through the frying pan and the board with this hammer.
Oh.
What's that? Where's the hammer? That's the hammer. Well, it's my hand, yeah. Works the same. It's actually a little faster. All right, I don't want to hit one of the spots I've already got or else I'll bust my knuckles up. I do put a little bit of toweling on this, basically just to keep it from skidding across my hand. I used to use just a little thin piece of suede until I had it bounce loose one time and dug a channel through my hand, and I had to do the rest of the show with a big chunk of meat messing out upon my hand. It wasn't as much fun, so I do a little toweling now. There's a guy out on the East Coast that's kind of the grand master of all the performing strongmen today, and Dennis did this one time with Big Nail. He uses a big overhead swing and down. Well, this shoulder doesn't rotate that way, so I do a straight down drive. Well, Dennis hit it hard enough. He must have got a knot or something on the board. He wound up with the frying pan of the board nailed to the palm of his hand, and the head of the nail sticking out about that far through the back of his hand. Went right between the bones, didn't hurt anything, no nerve damage, no vessels, nothing. But he makes for an awesome x-ray. It's on his website. I don't want to do it, but it's pretty darn cool. All right. So here I'm going to need you guys to give me like a 1, 2, 3. How about that?
1, 2, 3.
Nailed it.
And there we are. Nailed through the frying pan of the board, guys.
What, he nailed
Thank you very much. I'll get rid of the towel. We'll drive it the rest of the way in. There it is.
Can I have it?
Faster than hammer. Unless there's construction guys out here. They can do it faster than that. Okay. The next thing up, you'll notice here that this stack's kind of short. Well, I always forget at least one thing coming to a show, and I forgot to put the extra concrete blocks for the concrete break in here. So I'm going to be doing this kind of squatty. All right, what I'm going to do here is break these concrete blocks with my arm. I'm going to drop the arm down on the concrete, break the concrete blocks. So you guys might want to scoot back just a little bit because sometimes the pieces fly. I did this 3 weeks ago or so at Farmer City, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And a lot of times I'll catch a little shrapnel when the concrete blows up. Got a nice slice on this elbow. And I don't notice it because the stuff bounces off me all the time. But the crowd's like, bleeding. I look down, I've got blood running all down my arm, dripping off my fingertips because I was talking through the next beat. This tiny, tiny little scratch here. It bled like I was on blood thinners and just had surgery. All right. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. We'll do it short here. Ready? You guys do me a 1, 2, 3 again?
1, 2, 3. Oh, what?
All right, there we go. Thank you.
Impossible.
I don't even think I'm going to bleed off that one. Okay. That was kind of fun. Thanks. All right. Next up, we're doing a little old-fashioned scroll work. We've got a 5-foot piece. I think it's 5 foot.
I'm longer than that.
5 foot. Of 1/4 inch by 3/4 inch flat bar. What I'm gonna do with this is turn it
Jade,
into a 4
are you gonna look? Make sure the phone's looking at him. Okay, I'm gonna show. Can I see this? Here, make sure the phone's looking at him and don't press anything.
And I'll
Look at him with the phone, like that, Jade. Make sure the phone's like that.
But I had this one at a fair I did last fall. I didn't wind up using it, but somebody tried their steel bending at the fair.
You can sit here.
Excuse me, I'm sitting here. I'm sitting right here.
All right, that's a nice tight first loop. I got a little extra on this end, but should make it a little easier for me in the long run.
Oh, he's strong.
Unless
Jade,
I
is
make a
he
really
strong?
long sentence.
Yeah.
He's strong.
This with a big gap in it. All right,
Bunny
what is the
ears.
second loop?
Dog ears.
Or that too. This is dangerous. Third loop.
There's 3 leaves.
Leave.
This feet goes a lot longer than the rest of them.
That is cool.
Oh, it's kind of funky looking, but we got a 4-leaf clover. Thank you, guys. Just push it down a little flat. Well, they're for sale after the show. Well, I'll announce that after the show. How about that? All right. Whew. Okay. Next thing up, I'm going to need a couple of volunteers here. This time I'm going to need some bigger
Jade,
people.
raise your hand. Oh. No, Jade, put your hand down.
I need people. What do you weigh, buddy? One what? That's a little light yet. But
I weigh 158.
anybody weigh between, say, 175, 200? There you go. Come on out. That's an easy one. All you have to do is literally sit. Come on, sir. All right, fellas. What do you guys weigh? 175? 200. All right. There was no between, but I got both the weights I asked for. All right. Now, you guys right here, would you mind splitting off to the sides just a little bit? I just need a clear pathway to go that way. What we're going to do here is a strongman super yoke. This is right off the World's Strongest Man competitions. Used to have to do this regular in contests when I competed. What do I have you fellas do? One of you will sit on either side of this. Your back's toward the bar here, so knees are out. Let me scoot this over just a hair. All right, you little man, you're gonna have to go that way. And you guys, if you will just step right over here real quick. I don't want to take anybody's knees when I go by there. So I'm gonna stroll right down there. So we have 200 and 175. So that's 375 pounds with the yoke itself here. The weight total is about 550 pounds. What I'm gonna do with this, 550 pounds, I'm gonna pick it up across my shoulders, and then I'm gonna walk down there somewhere until I get tired of carrying these guys around. All right. I do, as I'm getting older, put a little bit of support on the waist.
Putting a belt on.
All right. So like I said, I'm gonna pick these guys up. We're gonna stroll down there. It looks cool in the shows, but when I was competing, it was one of my least favorite things to do in competition because outside the log press, because light. Last time I did this, it was 920 pounds. We had to carry it 80 feet. So 920 pounds across the shoulders.
This is.
You had to go 80 feet as fast as you could carry it. I heard for 3 weeks after it, I said, I don't think I ever need to do a heavy yoke at a contest again. So we're gonna do a nice light 550 pounder. All right, fellas, I'm gonna reach behind you here just to get a grip. This will be interesting with the wet ground and it'll be strange footing. All right. So there's 550 pounds up in the air. And we'll take it for a walk.
Oh, Dad!
There we go. Thanks, fellas. Thank you much. All right, thank you very much, folks. Like I said, that's 550 pounds. One of the heavier things I do at the show. This next one will let me catch my breath after that one. I'm going to need 10 boys.
10 boys. Okay.
3, 6, 7, 8. It's got 9 and 10 there. You guys, come up here.
Daddy, no, it's in it.
10 boys.
3, 6, 7.
Throw in this way.
Blue shirt, red shirt, yellow shirt. That's 4, 8, 10. All right, guys. I need you stand right here. Green shirt. Happy, happy, happy man. You're right here. You and you'll go to this side, and you. You three, go to that side. You on this side, you on that side. All right. I'll tell you what, guys. Let's come stand right here. I think we got a little bit more room here. Everybody's closing in a bit.
I'm looking for somebody who might have lost their daughter. Her name's Leslie. Somebody out there?
Which side do you go on?
Right.
Go this
The
side?
mom's name is Leslie. I think she has a picture right out.
It's Chad and Leslie Hoover. If you guys are here, I got her right over here. Your daughter is looking for you. Chad and Leslie Hoover. Oh, here's your sister. We got her.
All right, guys, I want you to line up this side. I want you to line up going right back that way. We're a little tight now. Everybody's scooching in. And you guys, I want you to go right that way, okay? Now you're going to have to come in kind of close.
Stop touching the switch.
You guys, playing seesaw with the hammers?
I need to.
All right, what we're going to do is a little tug of war. It's going to be these 10 against my left hand. I'm going to hold the handles in my left hand. They're going to try to open my left hand. Now you see I've got a little bit of toweling here. I do wrap a little bit around it. I learned this, as I said, with most of the feats I perform. There is a mild risk factor involved, mostly to me, well, pretty much exclusively to me. But I did this at Oakland, at the high school. Had 2 football players come out and do this with me. And when the fellas took off, I learned the 2 mistakes you make in this particular feat. You do not let them have slack in the rope, and you have some padding over the handles. Because they took off, I didn't have to slack out, I'd open my hand up part way, closed my hand, but folded 2 calluses over between these handles, which became a giant pair of scissors and sheared off a bunch of meat, and then had to do the show with one of the towels duct taped around my hand. Fellas, grab the rope up. I'm guessing you guys missed that last command of line up that way. Closer, and stay close to me. They want to be able to see you, not hide behind the crowd. Come up closer. First guy grabs it right here. You guys about a foot apart, and pull back that way so you'll be in a straight line. Straight line, just like that. There you go. You fellas, you're on a curve too. So good. Go right between the concrete areas. Try not to trip over that. Stay close.
Watch him probably not open his hand.
All right. Get the grip ready.
I would
here.
not stand right there if I were those 2 kids.
I want the towel in between. All right, you guys ready? Socks, where are your shoes? I'm not gonna get any traction with those shoes on. All right, fellas, start to pull.
Fall over.
No! Oh, yeah. Are you guys pulling yet? Will somebody start pulling? There's no shoes on this side. You guys are at a total disadvantage. All right, I think that's good. I win. You need to reorganize, maybe get some track spikes or something on. Thanks, guys. Oh, okay. Nice work.
I'm totally stronger than all those
go have a seat,
kids.
fellas.
I'm way totally stronger than all those kids.
That one, the longer you pull, the more it hurts. So, All right, the next thing up, I'm going to give you another sledge levering feat. Where's my chalk? There it is.